So we both watched the playoff games yesterday. So we're going to first game we're going to talk about today is the Commanders and the Eagles. What's your opinion of how both teams played and what's the future for these teams?
Yeah, but first, if you like these videos, do me a favor. Push that like button, push that subscribe button, push that notification button. That's going to help this channel out a lot. So we're going to talk about the Redskins versus the Eaglets.
Yeah, we can talk about that game first.
All right. Well, first, that puts the Cowgirls on notice. Jared better get him a quarterback because the Redskins and the Eagles, they got their quarterback for the next 10 years. So I think if the Cowboys and the Giants, if they don't get a quarterback, they're going to be bottom feeding for the next 10 years because the Redskins, they Jaden Daniels and Jalen Hurts, they the real deal. And these two teams in the Eastern Conference were in the NFC conference game.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to happen probably a lot here in the next 4 or 5 years in the NFC East. So Redskins and the Eagles, man, that was a matchup.
That was no one suspected that the Commanders were going to make it this far. Everybody expected the Eagles to at least make a somewhat of a run.
Yeah.
Unless, that was a super team. They had the best defense in football by statistics.
Yeah.
You had the best running back in football by statistics. And you had a really stacked receiving core and the best offensive line by statistics.
Yeah.
That team was supposed to go far.
Yeah.
And these are my points where at least what I take out from it. Cliff, you don't need to go for it on fourth. Some of the play calling that he made was very questionable to me.
Right.
Even though he got a lot of the fourth down attempts, it still was questionable. Why are we going for fourth down like 4 or 5 times?
They played scared.
They played very nervous, and they were trying to pull out everything that they had. They put out their whole hand in a lot of instances that they didn't really need to. The biggest thing that really ruined the Commanders was they played very sloppy.
They played, and then the Eagles, on the other hand, they played like a veteran team. They played like they were there, that they had been there before, and they played real calm, real confidence. Where on the other side, that's a young team. The coach, I don't like that coach after his debacle in the Super Bowl, but he still can get a team to a certain level. I just don't think he can take them over the finish line. But that was a young team, the Redskins. Nothing but positive in the future.
Yeah.
And but they did play scared, and they played overwhelmed.
4 turnovers in the game. It does not.
Offensive line did not help the rookie quarterback. He got sacked too much, or he was rushed too much.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. You played against the best pass rush in football, and y'all wasn't the best O-line in football. So it wasn't a match made in heaven.
Yeah, but that means the coaches got to make some adjustments as far as giving some quick passes, maybe some passes out to the running back. The Redskins quarterback, he was just rushed a lot.
Yeah, they weren't equipped for nothing with that. And then the Eagles, it was like Saquon got the ball first, literally the first play. I don't think he was here for the first play of the game. Saquon got the ball for the Eagles' first play of their drive, scored at 60 yards, broke 2 tackles, and then it was like he was on Madden, rookie mode. It wasn't like he was like, he was a sensation.
But who's the little white boy that's the running back?
I think his name is like Will Shapley. Oh, he was really good too.
What's up with the white chocolate? Oh my Lord. He got off too.
Yeah. The Eagles, it was even though in the beginning when it was really close, it was very, very, you could tell that the Cowboys do need to be looking out because you could tell there was a lot of rivalry to them. They were bickering a lot in that game. It was a lot of almost fight styles happening. It was like almost like 5-6 instances that it was going to be a throwdown.
And these teams, they know each other. Yeah. If nothing else, historically, they play each other. But I think Saquon made a quote that they wanted to run the ball and push the ball down the other team's throat just to let everybody know in the NFL that running backs are still valuable.
He's valuable.
Well, running backs are still valuable. I don't know how you get on this notion that you can just put all that pressure on the quarterback and just let them throw the ball all over the field. That has really never worked. All these teams that go to the Super Bowl, even the Chiefs, come playoff time, if you notice, they do a lot of running.
Yeah.
Now, my pick to go to the Super Bowl was the Lions and the Chiefs, and I said in that video that until further notice,
The Chiefs got to go.
the Chiefs are going to go every year, and every year you put them on your calendar to go to be the Super Bowl favorite in the AFC, just like we did with the Patriots. Who was your pick to go to the Super
Eagles
Bowl?
and the Ravens, but like I told you about the Lions, I said Dan Campbell is a coach that's going to mess up some way, somehow. He got to always show that he's the bigger man.
Right.
So he's always going to he's overcompensating about something.
Right.
So he overcompensates with his team.
Right.
He know he got a talented team.
He got time to team.
So he overcompensates. So he wants to stomp on somebody.
Yeah.
And like,
Well,
he couldn't stomp on him.
because the history of the Lions also, they've been bottom feeders for the last 50 years. And I was going for the Lions because they're one of the two original teams before the merger
They haven't been to
to the Super Bowl. So, I mean, this was their best opportunity. And I thought still was a weak division in the NFC. I called that at the beginning.
And they were even the best team, man. They were the best team coming out, and they ain't the best team now. They in the Cancun's. I was in Discord, and we were saying, everybody in our big chat that we was in, we was all saying, like, we was looking at the Commanders. We was like, oh yeah, they all about to go to Cancun. We all said Cancun's on 3, Cancun's on me. Let's go, because they already know they were going home after that first quarter. They looked like they were defeated in that first quarter. The Commanders.
Yeah.
They tried to fight it. Jaden looked like he tried to get them back into the game, but I mean, constant drops. That was like like concentration catches. It's not even like you have to really do it, but the concentration of the ball, like 5-yard, just little drags, catch it and then run. It was like 2 times they went for it, or it was a third down, and it would be a drop, or he'll fumble, or he would
or they rushed him.
Or Jaden would overthrow it. It would be just some reason.
He came out of the pocket too much. I know that's a little his style, but in the playoffs, it's a whole different mindset. He tried to do a little bit too much also.
He thought he could do the same thing like how he did against the Lions. And that didn't work.
That didn't work. And then also, I blame the coaching staff because that was a tight game in the beginning.
Yeah, it was.
And then before you knew it, the Eagles just let that get away from them, and then it was just an uphill battle. But in the beginning, it was a close game. They should have ran the ball more. They got the running back.
But they got stuff a lot.
Yeah, they did, but you still got to run the ball in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? You got to run the ball, and they just got away from the run, and they put all the responsibility on a rookie quarterback.
That's true, but I mean, he brought him this far.
Yeah.
That's the thing. He ain't played like a rookie. He played like a pro.
Yeah, he did the whole season. But
so you had to rely on him because that's all y'all been doing.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Thank y'all for watching this video.
Yeah.
Just subscribe, follow on TikTok, put your notification buttons on YouTube. Thank y'all so much, man.